Episode 6 of The Brother's Son was jam-packed with betrayals. First, we see Alexis betray Charles's trust by secretly installing spyware on his phone to keep tabs on his movements and calls. Another betrayal comes from Grace, Bruce's friend from the university. Grace is part of the Boxers' crew and forces Bruce to reveal the identities of the Triad leaders. At the start of Episode 7, we see the Boxers' best assassins infiltrating the houses of the Triad leaders, but they are in for a surprise. Mama Sun had already warned the leaders about the impending danger when she visited Shanghai. Thanks to her, the Triad leaders are saved, and Grace's crew loses their best assassin. In addition, we learn that the Triad leaders are coming to Los Angeles for a meeting to elect a Dragon Head, the supreme leader of all Triads. Now, Mama Sun plans to become the Dragon Head. She has convinced some, and others will follow if Charles' son, the firstborn of the Sun, recognizes her as a worthy contender. Bruce isn't happy about any of this and believes this road leads to death. Perhaps that's why he badmouths TK and kicks him out of his house to save him from impending danger. Big Sun arrives in LA and subtly makes it clear that he knows who his enemies are, specifically referring to Mama Sunday. It is also revealed that Big Sun was right all along, as the bullet that hit him went straight through. Big Sun has been pretending to be bedridden to observe how his enemies will react to his condition. Big Sun chooses Charles' son to take on the role of the Dragon Head, stating that he has been trained all his life for this moment. Since this order directly comes from Big Sun, Charles can't disagree, even though he has no intention of becoming the Dragon Head. Big Sun also demands that Bruce return to Taipei with him to learn the ways of the Triads. When Mama Sun is alone, Big Sun mocks her, asking her to admit defeat. Adding insult to injury, he mentions that Mama Sun wasn't even there when her only sister died alone and weak. Since Bruce wants nothing to do with the Triad and his criminal father, he meets Grace and asks for her help. Bruce tells her that there's still one way for them to take out all the Triad bosses at once. Bruce says all of the Triad leaders are gathering in LA to elect a new Dragon Head. Although Grace is initially hesitant to follow up on anything Bruce says, she eventually agrees and shakes hands. However, Grace doesn't guarantee Charles's safety. Moreover, Grace isn't the only one with a specific interest in the meeting, Alexis is too. All the Triad leaders gather in a highly posh restaurant to elect their new leader, also known as the Dragon Head, who is responsible for overseeing the entire operation. Eventually, Bruce realizes his mistakes and dons the expensive black suit his father gifted him to attend the Triad dinner. Bruce also contacts June, asking her to join him at the meeting. TK also joins them after figuring out why Bruce did what he did. In the meeting, after his big speech, Big Sun demands that they choose his capable son, Charles, as the new Dragon Head. To his dismay, Mama Sun interrupts the meeting and convinces everyone to choose her as the Dragon Head. However, before they can make it official, all hell breaks loose. Both the SWAT team and the Boxers barge into the dinner hall. Grace tries to kill Mama Sun but is killed by June. Unfortunately, what Grace came here to do has already been fulfilled, as most of the Triad members are killed. Towards the end of the episode, believing the restaurant massacre to be Mama Sun's doing, Big Sun orders Charles to kill Bruce to make her suffer. The episode review. In Episode 7, the brother's son intensifies with Mama Sun vying for leadership, making Bruce seek help from Grace to thwart Triad plans. The Triad meeting spirals out of control, involving SWAT and deadly outcomes. As expected, the chapter delivers gripping twists, unraveling family secrets and moral conflicts, leading to a brilliant finale.